Hey guys, in this video I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you probably should not buy this Lectric XP trike. At least it's something to consider before you do make that purchase. So let's get into the video. Okay guys, this trike isn't for everyone, and we understand that, and there has been some problems, and there's just a few things that are a little bit of a concern. So these are the reasons why you should really consider whether or not this is the best option for you. First on my list is that this bike is prone to damage during shipping. Part of that is the carrier just mishandling the box and the package, and things are getting damaged. Part of it is how this thing is packaged at the factory. It's not packaged as well as what it should be, and so it's very common for there to be damage back here in the rear end. And I'm talking about these fenders being smushed and squished so bad that they're up against the tires so the wheels won't even move. Sometimes because of that, the axle will get bent or the wheel gets damaged, so the wheel is flopping as you go down the road, or wiggles real bad going down the road. And that is a pretty significant problem. That's why it's number 1 on my list. It's happened to me, and it's happened to hundreds and hundreds of other people. Sure, anything you buy online, you have to expect that things could happen and things could go wrong. But this is a big problem because it's happening to a lot of people. With thousands and thousands of these bikes being sold, there's just a lot of folks that are coming back and they're having the same type of shipping damage. That's why it's number 1 that you may want to consider whether or not this is really a trike for you. And that leads to number 2 on my list, which is the hassle of getting it repaired. Now, you may be somebody who is mechanically inclined and able to do these repairs yourself, so you call Lectric, you work with them to get the new parts sent in, and then you have to sit down and take care of it. But for a lot of folks, they buy these things because it gives them mobility that they don't otherwise have, and maybe they're not able to repair the trike on their own. So now you have the hassle of having to contact a bike shop, finding somebody who's willing to work on it for you, take it to them. Now, to Lectric's credit, they will pay for the repairs if you do take it to a bike shop, so good on them for that. But it's the hassle of having to get your broken trike that is brand new down to a bicycle shop, leaving it with them for a few days or even a week or two, and waiting for it to get repaired. And that's after you get the parts. There are some people who are having to wait weeks. I was originally told it was going to take me about a month and a half to get the new wheels, and it's been about a month now, and they are in the mail, so I'm getting those soon. But yeah, just the hassle of buying a new trike and having to repair it, that is on my list. Now, this next one, for some of you, it won't matter at all, but for some of you, it will. And that is the overall low speed of this trike. And what I'm talking about is, out of the box, this bike or this trike will go 12 miles per hour. You have to get into the settings to monkey with it to kick it up to a whopping 14 miles per hour. And some folks just prefer to go faster, okay? Now, there's an argument to be made that a trike should not go any faster. I get it. But if you're someone who's willing to risk it and just want that wind blowing through your hair and you just want the ability to go a little bit faster, maybe say up to 20 miles per hour, you can't do it on this bike. It can't be unlocked. There's nothing you can do in order to get it up to that point, okay? So a lower speed than most is why it's on my list. Okay, next on my list, maybe you're someone who likes to do a lot of pedaling, okay? And you're still able to, you still want to, and you want to be able to just truck on down the road and do all that pedaling. Well, here's the thing, guys. This trike, there's no gear selector. It's a 1-speed trike. You get what you get. And with this one, unfortunately, after you get up to about 10 miles an hour or so, you're pedaling pretty fast, okay? And beyond that, you're going to start to maybe get a little ghost pedaling too, just depending on your ability and how fast you're able to move your legs. It's different for everyone, right? But just be aware that it is just a 1-speed trike. That's just how it was designed down there with no gears. Yeah, so you get what you get. And if you're just going to go slow around your neighborhood, then this might work for you. But if you're planning on going any kind of distance, you want to go a little faster or something, but you also like to pedal, it could be a problem because you may end up finding that you're just sitting riding along and mostly just using the throttle in order to get up to that higher 14 miles per hour speed that it offers. Okay guys, and this last one is just overall quality of the bike. Now, the Lectric did a good job of putting this bike together, putting it at a great price, but there's just some things that need to be improved upon. We talked about the shipping damage already, but you know what, on mine I even broke the brake lever relatively easy, and that shouldn't happen, okay? So just the quality of the bike overall, you don't have name brand components on here like you see on other bikes. You have Lectric branded or they're on-branded components altogether, which kind of speaks to me as being, you know, cheaper. So who knows how long these things are going to last? Who knows what components are going to break next? I've heard of people who said the wheel bearings or the bearings came out of this thing, you know, soon after they got it. Of course, there's people that had shipping damage. I, you know, broke my brake handle. And the reason I broke the brake handle, guys, again, it goes back to quality. I received this trike and I didn't know that I was required to clean the disc back there for the brake. I didn't know I'd have to do that, but it comes shipped with oil all over it. So when the disc pads got contaminated and it didn't want to stop, it just kept on rolling. And that is a problem. And that's a quality issue. Now there's an argument to be made that somewhere in the fine print or a video somewhere, Lectric has told people that, oh, you have to clean your brakes. But here's the deal, guys. A quality bike, when you get it out of the box, you shouldn't have to do any kind of maintenance on it. You shouldn't have to clean it and get all the oil off your brakes in order to get it riding down the road. And in my case, I was trying to stop. I squeezed the brake lever a little too hard and it snapped a part off on the inside there. And so, yeah, that was frustrating. That led to more hassle because then that was one more thing I had to repair and one more thing I had to get parts for. So overall, I know that was really about 6 or 7 reasons why not to buy this trike. But hey, you know what? This trike is working out for thousands of people. So let's clarify that real quick. There are people who get this trike with no shipping damage, didn't have any problems with the parts. They pulled it out of the box just like they should have, been able to charge up the battery, get on it, and they went. And they've been having a good time ever since with no issues. So I know that's possible. Just be aware that there's a higher number, or a pretty high number of people that do have problems. And that's something you need to be aware of. And if you're not able to handle those problems or deal with those problems, then you definitely probably want to think about getting something a little bit different. If you're capable and able and got the patience and willing to work through it, hey, once you work through any shipping damage you might have or any broken brake handles or bearing problems you may have, then it's a fun trike to ride. I'll give you that. It's a lot of fun. And I hope it holds up for a long time because we're really enjoying it. Now that we've worked through those issues, we are really enjoying this trike. But you just need to be aware of the reasons why you may need to reconsider. Hey guys, I hope you found this video helpful and valuable as to why maybe you should reconsider and not purchase the Lectric XP trike. If you did, give me a thumbs up and let me know down below any comments or questions that you have. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe because I put out content like this all the time. And hey, until the next video drops, ride safe.